Yo, what the fuck is up? It's actually Mike Kanzi here, and here we go, fucking TC cars at fucking Tsukuba. This whole fucking racing weekend at this track is just hell. Fucking pure ass hell, and here we go with fucking Dragon in first place, Infernal the Fox battling for second, and fucking it looks like Amp Irish in third, Painless in fourth, and fifth place is Kevin Conway, the only RJM car. What the fuck? And not even the right color, I love it. As he's that bright green fucking car. Dragon starting on the pole. Fucking sorry again, no driver intros. We haven't had the time to make them, but hell, we're fucking pumping out these videos. They're fucking late, so we're pumping them out. As you see, fucking Inferno getting into Dragon right there, and Inferno's gonna take the lead with that as he pops up the lights and the green car. Kevin Conway's in the fucking wall. What the fuck's up? But Inferno the fuck. Gets into Dragon a little bit, pushes him out of the way on the first fucking lap, and it looks like he's going to take the lead and lead the first lap. Damn. Someone's determined. That orange fucking rocket, I guess. But it looks like he's going to lose the lead and fall back to third place as Panos and Amp Irish go around him. Well, maybe Inferno's going to try to fight back. He's going to take second spot back. And now he's going to set his sights on Amp with those green fucking rims. I love that. Nice added touch. But right now, Amp Irish in the lead. Looks like Dragon got a little into Inferno right there. Holy shit. Inferno's, he's got a magnet or a target on him or some shit this race. Holy shit. Dragon can't be too happy with him as Dragon is now in third spot. He's going to go under Inferno, force his way there and get under him and make the pass for second as Panos tries to follow, but looks like Inferno's going to get the run off the corner and keep third place. Hell yeah. As Inferno's driving with his little flip-up lights and shit. Looks like he's going to get a run on Dragon. Meanwhile, Amp Irish is loving all this as he's pulling away. As Inferno is trying to size up Dragon, maybe get back by him and catch Irish. The fuck? But other than that, right now, the whole pack is like single file. As we go on board with Inferno here, he's going to try to get a run on Dragon. Let's see if he does. Dragon goes up high. Inferno gets a little into him. And oh no. Oh no. As it looks like Inferno got a little too much into Dragon. It's going to hurt both cars, but really fuck Dragon over. As Inferno, you see the damage. 3 flats. Dragon's facing the wrong way. Parked. Oh no. Inferno, what happened there, buddy? As that's actually going to put Inferno back into, it looks like 9th or 10th spot. Dragon got turned and he's still sitting there, but now it looks like he's moving as he drops from 2nd spot all the way down to 12th. Ouch. And it looks like Dragon's going to have his work cut out for him in this race. Meanwhile, Kevin Conway, the wrong color for RJM. Love it. Inferno back in 9th. And there's Deadman trying to pass Inferno. And it looks like he's going to, as Dragon just got the car refired and he's ready to dominate, or at least come back. He cannot be too happy with Inferno after that, so Inferno better watch out. But right now, Amp Irish fucking dominating the field. 5th lap of the race opens up to a nice lead over Mead and Panos. So let's see if Amp Irish can keep it going here. And you know, last week, yeah, was it last week that fucking Irish had a great car again and a blown engine? It hurts. As Mike Kanzi now finds his way into the top 5. Right behind his teammate, Great God. Or not Great God, Team Dynasty up there. In 4th spot. And Great God's actually behind him with Shag back in 7th. Kevin Conway's in 8th. 9th is Deadman. 10th is Inferno Fox. What the fuck? As we got an AUM sandwich right here. As Kanzi goes off into the grass, he's going to drop back to about 6th spot. Meanwhile, Mead right here in 2nd. Amp Irish in the 1st. It looks like Irish is pulling a little bit away from Mead. And Mead decided to switch it up, and oh no. Oh no, it looks like Amp Irish has blown up. That hurts. As Irish just disappeared off the track. Oh no. Looks like the same shit happened to him like last week. As we're watching his teammates right here, with Kanzi being the last one. And Shag and Kevin Conway trying to close in. Oh no, it looks like another AUM car has just blown up, and that was Mike Kanzi. What the fuck? As now we go back up to the leaders. Mead not sporting the pink rims this week. As already 2 cars out of the race on lap 7. Amp Irish and Mike Kanzi, both teammates. That cannot be good. It's now Panos is all over Ryan Mead for the lead. As they come... Oh no. As Panos gets a little into the dirt, it looks like Ryan Mead blows up. What the fuck is going on? So within 1 lap, something happened to 2 AUM cars, and 1 Dark Horse car just fucking blows up out of nowhere, and now Panos is the leader, as fucking Team Dynasty got completely sideways off that turn. Nice save. But that 3 cars out of the top 5 just blew up out of nowhere. As Team Dynasty now takes over 2nd spot. 3rd spot's now Shag. 4th is now Great God. And 5th is Kevin Conway. Followed by Deadman Racing, Infernal the Fuck, and Dragon trying to fight back after that fucking little incident with Infernal Fucker. But hopefully Dragon can bounce back. We still got a long way to go. It's only the 8th lap out of 60. So anything can happen here. And sadly for Amp Irish, Mike Kanzi, and Ryan Mead, 3 cars that were capable of top 5s just blew up. Not even 10 laps in the race. That hurts. Meanwhile, Panos is the leader now after that. And it looks like he's going to have a nice little gap over 2nd spot, which is Shag out of nowhere coming up. So now as Shag moves into 2nd, Team Dynasty is going to fall back to 4th spot. And 3rd is now Great God, followed by Kevin Conway in 5th. And, in case you're wondering this now, or, you know, whatever, fucking, we're not using the Sylvia this week. We're using the Roadster, I think, yeah, right? Roadster? Roadster. So, this thing's actually pretty badass. I like it because it looks like, my first car, Ford Probe, which was fucking beast. So, any car with flip-up lights, you know they're badass. But these things handled so nice here. As you see Dragon trying to fight back. And it looks like Dragon is catching up to the pack. Fuck! Meanwhile, Panos is just pulling away from the pack. And he's just cruising. Lap 9 out of 60. Still a long way to go though. Anything can happen. Panos has maybe about a 3 or 4 second lead, I'm guessing. Maybe 5, maybe even bigger, over Shag, his teammate. So right now Shag's just trying to pull away from that pack. We're going to see the times at the line. And I'm going to take a random guess and say Panos or Shag's the fastest. As you see the gaps between everybody. And we're still waiting for Dragon to cross the line. But I'm pretty sure Dragon will use some pitch strategy or something to get back up in the mix here. So don't count him out yet. As you see Dragon in those chrome fucking rims. That thing looks so hot. Meanwhile, it's all Panos. That's the story right now. After 2 motors blow up right in front of Panos, he takes the lead. And it looks like Shag and Great God are pulling away from Team Dynasty and Kevin Conway right there. So they might not be catching Panos, but they're definitely pulling away. I love it when the cars have their lights up. That look badass. Shag, I like that. Meanwhile, Great God, only 2 Amp Up Motorsports cars left in the race. And right now they're both in the top 5, so... Before all fucking 4 of them were up there, but... I guess it just wasn't meant to be. As it looks like Shag's pulling a little away from Great God, not too much, and Team Dynasty's trying to get away from Kevin Conway. As Dynasty gets completely loose off that turn. Kevin Conway's all over his back bumper here. That fucking lime green car. Fucking horns and shit going off. Oh no. Looks like Conway's gonna get around Team Dynasty. Not the way he wanted to, as Team Dynasty kind of got loose and hit the wall. And here here's fucking Inferno showing off his fucking lights, trying to catch back up. And after the incident with Dragon, has dropped out of the top 5, but still a long way, so you never know if he can come back up into it. And Deadman Racing, with that dark greenish color roadster. Nice color, but you know, he needs to get going here, as Dragon is definitely driving his ass off to catch back up to the pack here, and he's definitely closing in, at least on Deadman and Inferno. But we'll never know. We'll keep an eye on Dragon and see if he can make it back up to the top 5, maybe even the top 2. We'll see if we can make it back up there, as someone gets completely loose off the fucking corner. I believe that was Shag, maybe, and Great God's gonna go around him for 2nd spot. And that's just going to kill that, because now that opens a bigger lead for Panos. And he is just on cruise control right now, on lap 13. Let's see if he can hang on to it here, as Panos has been definitely the dominating factor in this series so far this season. Shag's actually going to fall all the way back to 4th spot. So I'm guessing Shag got kind of knocked around back there. Or something must have happened, because Kevin Conway's now in 2nd with that lime green fucking paint scheme. Great God's still in 3rd, Shag's in 4th, and 5th is Team Dynasty. So I guess something must have really happened. Everyone flipping up their lights and shit, as Great God's trying to get around Kevin Conway. Shag's trying to fight back, and it looks like Great God's going to take 2nd spot from Conway. And Conway's going to fight back on the inside. Let's see if he can pass Great God back, as it looks like Great God's going to get a run off the corner, so Conway's going to drop back a little bit, lose some ground to Great God, but not too much. As now everyone sets their sights on Panos, who's so far in the lead. On the 14th lap too, so if you remember the prototype race here, a lot of cars went lap down within the first like 20 laps, not even like first 10 or 15 actually. So track is very short. As Kevin Conway's trying to fight with Great God, but I think Shag's now caught him, so he's got to worry about Shag now. Team Dynasty's trying to catch up, and so is Inferno, and Deadman all over Inferno, gets into him a little bit and goes under the bump and run. And now you see that red card like a shark lurking in the back. And this is something to keep your eyes on, to see if Dragon's going to retaliate against Inferno, as it looks like Kevin Conway's coming down pit road this early. Conway gives up 3rd spot to pit and get some tires and gas. As Conway comes in, gets some fresh tires and some fuel, he's ready to go. And we'll see what happens here, as Panos is fucking on cruise control still, just dominating, and it looks like Inferno has passed Deadman back, and Deadman just gave Inferno a nice little bump right there. Not sure if he meant to do that or whatever, but he's going to lose a ton of time to Inferno, and Dragon is coming ever so slowly. Meanwhile, Panos is loving every second of this race, because he just has the biggest fucking lead right here after he completes lap 15. And Great God's still in 2nd, Shag's in 3rd, 4th is Team Dynasty, and Inferno makes it back into the top 5 after Kevin Conway pits. Conway may have pitted way too early though. As Panos is just driving the piss out of this car right now, trying to make even a bigger lead on 2nd and 3rd place. Meanwhile, 2nd and 3rd place are going to have a nice little battle as Shag gets a run. See if he can do anything with it. And maybe he's just going to follow Great God around the track maybe. And Team Dynasty's trying to catch up to them, as he's not that far behind, but he's got quite a way to go. Meanwhile, Inferno trying to hang on to that top 5, and it looks like Dragon has now caught Deadman, and it looks like Deadman's just going to pull over and let Dragon go. Maybe, maybe not. And it looks like Dragon's going to pass Deadman, and now he sets his sights on Inferno, and we'll see if anything happens between them two after Inferno spun Dragon on the 4th lap of the race. As Dragon is driving like a man possessed right now. Let's see if anything happens here. Horns and shit going off. I fucking love it. Not to mention, Dragon's the only DMS car in the race. And RJM's only entry right there. Kevin Conway pitted way too early, I think, as he came down on lap 14 to pit. But here we go. Is Dragon going to do anything to Inferno? As Inferno gets a little sideways off the turn. Dragon lays on the horn. Perhaps letting Inferno know that he's here. Oh, gives him a little bump. Lays on the horn again, and Inferno's just going to let Dragon go, not have any part of that. And there goes Dragon, right past Inferno to take 6th spot, or 5th spot. As now Dragon cracks into the top 5 again. Let's see if he can set his sights on maybe Team Dynasty and Panos. As Dragon definitely has the fastest car besides Panos right now, it looks. I could be wrong, though. As Shag passed Great God for 2nd spot. See if Great God can come back a little bit. Get around Shag. And there's Team Dynasty trying to catch up to them too. And looks like Dragon might be catching Team Dynasty here. As you see Dragon go low right there. In the background. Gets back high. Back in line. And Panos is just cruising behind Dragon. And there's Kevin Conway on fresher tires. Let's see if he, if that short pit stop strategy could work out for him. Panos still in the lead by a good while. He can just fucking stop and pull over and have a cup of tea or some shit. He's just gone. Fucking gone. Coming off that fucking sharp-ass right-hand corner. That turn was such a bitch in these cars. These cars were like so loose, so slide, and fucking they were just fun to drive, these things. As it looks like Team Dynasty has been caught by Dragon and Inferno. So let's see if Dragon's going to get past Team Dynasty. As Dynasty goes into the sand a little bit. Dragon's going to go below him. Dynasty's going to give him a little love tap. But it looks like Dragon's going to go by, and we're going to jump all the way to lap 50. Why? Because really nothing much happened. Panos, I believe, is still the leader. And the only thing that really happened was Kevin Conway had an engine failure. So he'll blow up. And that's about that. As Kevin or fucking Inferno, I believe, is 1 lap down behind Panos, who was sliding all over that fucking turn. And as you see in the back, Dragon is right there. Dragon is now in 2nd spot trying to chase down Panos, and he has been on fire since catching back up to the pack. Shag's now in 3rd. 4th spot is Great God. 5th is Deadman. Team Dynasty has fell back to 6th, and Inferno is in 7th, 1 lap down. As you see the fucking dots on the screen, I believe fucking Panos pretty much has half the fucking field lapped. As coming across the line now, I think that might be Shag. But Panos on a mission. Can he win 3 in a row here? Or 2 in a row? Or some shit like that. So we'll see if Panos can do it. He's led every lap since Ryan Mead and Amp Irish has blown up. Let's see if he can hang on for just 9 more laps. With Dragon coming in fast. Dragon, after fucking spinning out and parking it for like, couldn't get it fired for like a minute. On the 4th lap of the race. And is now up in 2nd. Probably the fastest car on the track. and he's just fucking beast mode activated. So we'll see if Dragon can come back, maybe take a win here. I don't know, Pano's car looks fucking great. So we'll see what can happen. Maybe Dragon can catch him, maybe not. Panos right now driving the wheels off that fucking thing. As I believe the two cars in front of Panos might be Deadman and Team Dynasty. I could be wrong, but who knows. As we go on board with Dragon here. Dragon has Inferno again in front of him. And after getting wrecked by Inferno, Dragon all he did was bump him out of the way and lay on the horn. So Dragon not looking to take out Inferno, obviously looking to finish great as Panos comes to complete lap 52. So we'll see if Inferno just moves out of Dragon's way again since he's a lap down. So Panos is trying to hang on for just 8 more laps. Shag back in 3rd, Great God in 4th, Deadman's in 5th, 6th is Team Dynasty, 7th is Inferno. That's Panos trying to fucking win. Dominating car ever since Mead and fucking Amp Irish blew up. Just he's been the car to beat. Dragon's been fast, but I don't know if his car is as fast as Panos. They might be evenly matched actually. As remember, this series, no setups, no nothing, just get in the car and go. All driver in this series. So maybe count out the spin that Dragon had and we might have a race right now for the lead. Panos just 7 laps to go. Can he hang on? As he might catch lap traffic with Deadman and Team Dynasty. I think that's them, I'm not too sure. This Panos is driving the fucking wheels off this thing. Trying to win here at Tsukuba in the 4th race of the season. Get that early wins, get that shit out of the way, get that bonus point for the chase, and fucking be a threat. I can do it here. As you see Dragon, the red car, he's not that far behind him, as Dragon obviously cleared Inferno, and I'm guessing Inferno just let him go. He didn't want any part of Dragon after taking him out in the beginning here. As it looks like Panos might be catching up to Team Dynasty. And Team Dynasty and Deadman should just be able to let Panos on through. Give him no trouble. Here in the final 6 laps. See if they do it. As Panos' car is so fucking quick. You see Team Dynasty right there trying to battle for 5th against Deadman. And it looks like Panos is going to catch him on the straightaway here. See if Panos just goes around him or if they're going to have to battle it out. And if they battle, that could be big for Panos because Dragon could catch up. But Panos is in Team Dynasty's draft. Looks like he's gonna go under Team Dynasty going into the first turn. And looks like he passes 1 lap car with no problem. Now he just needs to pass 1 more and it's all open air. Nothing in his way. With 5 laps to go. Deadman cruising in 5th. There's only 5 cars on the lead lap right now. Probably at the end of this race it's going to be like 3 or 4. As 3rd place Shag. He's pretty far behind to say the least. 4th place Great God. Really don't know where he is. Panos got a little into the grass right there, but nothing too major. As Deadman's just going to move up the track and let Panos go. And now it's all open track. So Panos can just cruise here in the final 4 laps. Hopefully he won't spin out. Hopefully no blown engines. So you got to feel for Mike Canty, Amp Irish, Ryan Mead. All of them blew up. Kevin Conway blew up. So as you see Dragon here, we're going to look at the times. Dragon's hauling ass though. See if he can pull something out of his ass here. or if Panos can blow up. And then you see where Shag is. Shag is pretty fucking far behind. In third spot. Shag's coming across the line now. And Great God is not that far behind Shag, but definitely out of the running as he gets completely sideways coming off the final turn. Nice save. Fucking dirt tracking that sumbitch. Hell yeah. And it looks like Team Dynasty has passed fucking Deadman for 5th. Pano's coming around to 3 to go. See if he can hang on to it. Led every single lap since lap 9. Well, probably not lap 9, probably like lap 6. Just 3 more laps. Can he do it? So we're going to look at the gap between him and Dragon now. Looks like Panos might have a little bit of a faster lap. And it looks like Panos is, as Dragon looks to be about 11.9 seconds. So about 12 seconds back, Dragon is. See if he can beast mode it one final time in the final 2 laps, but that's a little too much, I think. As you see where Shag is, here comes Panos. Going into that first fucking turn. As we've ride on board with him here for a second. Wow, I said first turn, it was the second to last turn. Might be. Coming into that big fucking right-hander. As now you start not to see Dragon in the back, so Panos has pulled away from Dragon a little bit. Dragon about 12 seconds back. And we'll see if Panos can hang on for 2 more laps. As Dragon comes across the line now. And it looks like Panos is still pulling away. So the only hope for Dragon right now is if Panos blows up or if he wrecks. But with no cars around, that's going to be saying pretty much. As here comes Shag in 3rd. As it looks like Shag's going to have 3rd place locked up unless he wrecks or if Great God decides to beast it. As Great God's not that far behind him, but still a little distance. And here comes Panos to take the white flag. Just 1 more lap. Can he do it? As he comes into the final turn. And it's like Panos can just cruise as he has probably about a 13-second lead over Dragon. And Dragon, you got to give him credit after spinning out like that in the beginning. Fighting all the way back for 2nd spot right now. And if Dragon would have never wrecked, who knows? We could have a battle right now between Panos and Dragon. But it is what it is. And it looks like Panos has only 3 or 4 turns left. And Panos is on his way to win maybe his 3rd race. 3rd or 2nd race. That's just 2 more turns. As he can just basically cruise in them here. Coming down that fast straightaway. 1 more turn to go. After leading basically the whole fucking race besides the first 6 or 7 laps. Here he comes. And Panos looks like he's going to get it. As he goes to the inside wall, turns on his lights, and just coasts past the line in 1st spot. And Panos beast mode it, and he got it. And here are the results, guys. You see the penalties on the bottom, but tough day for Amped Up Motorsports. And here are the standings. It's going to be a great fucking race for the championship. And guys, we'll see you next week. Peace out.